Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I've seen you are here. And let me say, this is a very important meeting. And our coming here has been preceded by a meeting of the top security chiefs and other agencies. We have been meeting since 8 o'clock. And we have requested our officers from the counties to be in attendance so that they can get instructions on the way forward on matters drug abuse, drug and substance abuse. President William Ruto, who chairs the National Security Council, has given very clear and unequivocal instructions to us that the matter of drug and substance abuse has reached alarming proportions and is no longer a social issue, but a serious threat to our national security. The government has therefore decided that this matter will be dealt with as an existential threat to the very existence of our republic because of what poison disguised as alcohol has done to our people. You are aware a few weeks ago in Kirinyaga, innocent people bought unknowingly poison thinking it is alcohol, and over 23 people are now reported dead and others have gone blind. There are many other unreported deaths across the country, and the destruction of our most productive population, our young people. There has been challenges of enforcement. There has been challenges of licensing. And the problem has evolved into a serious national security threat. To start with the advent of devolution, the 2010 Constitution conferred the powers to license alcoholic drinks to the counties, and that responsibility was being done by NACADA and the national government in a very responsible manner. Since the advent of devolution, counties have licensed almost every other establishment in our market centers and trading centers across the country to be an establishment for the sale of alcohol. Again, following the advent of second generational alcohol, poison disguised as alcohol has found its way to these establishments that are already licensed. Again, traders who are not very nice people have produced the same drinks as counterfeit and put them into the market. Our officers have had a very difficult time dealing with these issues because those establishments are licensed by the councils. But under the direction of the president, a very big team comprising of our security officers, our PSs, those who deal with KRA, those who deal with CAB, have come up with very serious and stringent measures to curb this menace and bring sanity to our republic. We have called these officers here today to get instructions that will be presented to them and the country by our CS for Interior and National Administration, Professor Kindiki. And all I want to say to the officers is that the instructions from the president are very clear. You must and shall implement those instructions effectively, efficiently, without failure. And as you are aware, there is a new policy direction that failure will no longer be transferred to another county. Where officers have failed to perform their duties by acts of omission or commission, they will not be transferred to other counties, because that is essentially transferring failure, and all counties are part of this republic. So, as we appreciate our officers for the good job that they are doing, admittedly, crime has been controlled to what would be called acceptable levels. And I want to say last Christmas, for the first time in many years, the people of Kenya had peace. And I want to congratulate the CS Interior and the National Police Service for a very good job that they have done. Serious crimes have been controlled. Issues of robbery with violence has been controlled. Carjackings has been controlled. And even in banditry-prone areas of the North Rift, there is sanity. The guns are silenced. And to a large extent, almost 80% we are successful. And I want to take this opportunity on behalf of the President to tell our officers, well done. The remaining 20% must be pursued relentlessly until we bring sanity to our country. In discharge of our duties, 90% of our officers are very good. They are very professional, and they are very committed to their work, and they are doing a very good job. However, like in the rest of the society, we have a certain percentage of officers who collaborate with criminals, who collect bribes, and who undermine the work that the National Police Service is supposed to do. It's just a question of time before we catch up with you. I want to encourage those professional and committed officers who are doing a good job to continue doing so. I want to urge the few who don't do what they are supposed to do to live out to their oath of office, to reform and just carry out their work professionally, because that is the responsibility that has been given to them. So in implementing the measures today, the measures that will be spelled out, those are instructions from the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, who has a mandate from the people of Kenya. And that is why we have called all the officers here from across the country. And I think before Professor Kindiki can read out those measures, I think it will be good to listen to a few of you, to tell us the challenges that you are facing, to tell us what is happening in your areas of jurisdiction, and to affirm your commitment to do what is right for our country. I must say, there are certain areas the officers responsible must pull up their socks. The team from Kajiado, the border points of Namanga and Loitoktok are an entry point of illegal ethanol and other contraband goods. And neither the officers there have slept on duty, or they are part of the problem. The officers from Migori County, there are challenges at the entry point of Isibania. The officers in Busia, the officers from Bungoma, those entry points. Again, the officers from Marsabit and Isiolo. The Moyale entry point is responsible for the amount of bangi, cannabis sativa that is in the country. So those officers from those counties have